Hi everyone, this is Simar here, and today is our day 2 of our healthy guide to nutrition. And at the moment, I'm covering the macronutrients. So, yesterday we talked about carbohydrates. Today, I'm going to be talking about protein. Okay, so protein is one of the most important things, especially when it comes to weight loss. Why? Because it's the building block of your muscles. Okay, it's really important to build muscle and maintain muscle mass. Now, for those of you who are thinking, like, I know there's this whole myth, especially for women, that they don't want to put on muscle because they think that if you put on muscle you will have those bulky big muscles, which is not really what we want, right? That doesn't really happen for women because because of our hormones. But at the same time, muscle mass is very, very important. When you have lean muscle mass, it actually helps you lose weight much, much faster. And why is that? Because each muscle cell in your body consumes 8 times more calories than your fat cells. So if you have more muscle, what that really means is if you have more muscle in your body, then you could be eating the same amount of food, but your body will be turning it into energy really, really fast because your muscles are going to just use it all up. Okay, so that's why this is so important when it comes to actually maintaining your weight and getting to your ideal weight. So protein, for that reason, is so important. Okay, protein also helps you with normal hormones. It actually helps you have that normal hormones. It balances out all of your, it helps to produce the good hormones that you need. Okay, again, having good hormonal health is very important for your body, because if your hormones go out of whack, then it can actually impact every single part of your body. It can impact your mood, it can impact your skin. If your thyroid hormone's not working well, which is around here, it can actually completely throw off your metabolism. So really important to have protein in your diet. Okay, so now protein, there are 2 types of protein. There's animal protein, and then there is vegetarian protein. Animal protein would be typically your meat, fish, and also the dairy products. So like cheese, that's animal protein, right? The thing to remember with animal protein is that when you're eating meat, especially, you want to get lean meat. Okay, you want to get lean meat, and you want to try to get as much organic as possible, because when you, these days, especially with the mass production of food and everything, if you think about it, just chicken, think about chicken. They put those chicken together in those little cages. These animals, when they're living in these kind of situations, their stress hormones are through the roof, and also they do tend to get sick because they're being fed diets that are not not natural for their body. So they tend to get sick, and then they get injected with antibiotics. So when you eat that animal, you actually get antibiotics as well. This is one of the reasons why so many people get gut issues with the meat, because the antibiotics, even though you're not taking the antibiotics directly, the antibiotics that you take through that animal actually still go into your gut, and they still kill all the good bacteria along with the bad. And that really does impact your health. So when you're getting meat, always try to get organic, lean meat, okay? So that's gonna be that organic lean meat is great for you. And also you don't wanna do too much on the meat either, okay? Just stay, especially the red meat. Just keep, be moderate. And then when it comes to people that are vegetarian, of course, there's so many sources of vegetarian meat. There is the dairy products if you're not vegan. There is, now dairy again is something that can be very inflammatory, so you don't want to consume too much of that. With cheese, it's okay, but try to stay away from drinking milk on its own, because milk can actually cause a lot of inflammation in your gut. So you don't want to go there. Almond milk is another source. That's a great protein source. So if you do like to have your milk, you can actually replace it. Then other vegetarian proteins are like your lentils, your chickpeas, all of these amazing beans. All of them are very high in protein, great source of protein. So the only thing being with vegetarian people is that you really have to monitor your protein intake, because the vegetarian sources of protein are not as high in protein as, for example, one cup of lentils is not going to have nearly as much protein as 1 cup of chicken, so you really have to monitor your protein intake and make sure that you are taking protein every meal. And then another great way to do that is to take a protein shake. So some of the protein shakes that I quite like, obviously one is from USANA. I talk about it all the time. It's called NutriMeal. It's amazing. It tastes really good. It's one of the cleanest protein that I've seen. Really, really nice. And it's important to make sure that your protein is clean. Another one that I like in the market is Prana On. That is a vegan protein shake. That is very good as well. So it's completely free from dairy, and it's very good. They use stevia for sugar, so I like that. I've seen the ingredient list. I've tried it. Very, very nice. So if you are vegetarian, I highly recommend getting some sort of protein shake that you can take just to add that extra bit of protein, because a lot of times when we are vegetarian, I know this from experience, I go in and out of being vegetarian, quite a bit. So for me, like when I am eating mainly a vegetarian diet, it becomes very difficult for me to monitor how much protein I'm taking, and I tend to eat more carbs than protein. So that's why just making sure that you are actually monitoring it, and then just add a protein shake, and that would be really good, and it would give you your protein. So yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. Let me just take a quick look if I've missed anything. When it comes to protein, now too much protein can also cause problems. Just like carbohydrates, if you are taking too much protein, it can get stored as fat too, okay? So you do want to monitor that. Another problem with having too much animal protein specifically is that it can, if you are taking too much and you're not moving your body as much, you're not actually utilizing that, then it can also cause uric acid problems. So you do want to monitor how much you're taking. Too much, not good. Too little can really impact your muscles. And you don't want to lose your muscle mass, because that is ultimately what's going to help you stay strong in your body. It helps you maintain that good posture. It helps you prevent injury and so much more. That's the kid in the house. Okay. So that was our topic for today, protein. I hope you guys got something of value from this. I will put the link for the USANA NutriMeal that I recommend. That is absolutely amazing. You can check it out in the link in bio, and also in the post I'll put that in. And then tomorrow we are going to cover the next macronutrient, which is fats. So join me tomorrow for our short Instagram live where you can learn about fats and how they can help you maintain your ideal weight. Right? Hope you guys have a great day. Bye for now.